Hello everyone, I'm your host, Boss Zombie. Welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Online. So we're not quite done with Summerset yet. We've got to do the Psijic Order, which is, they can call themselves what they want, but they're basically a higher end guild.
Tranquil greetings, Caraval. You will forgive me if I seem awkward. We rarely entertain guests here on Artaeum. I am Kelleris. Right Master Ichesis told me a great deal about you. I suspect he has plans for you within the Psijic Order.
You're offering me a place in the Psijic Order? Do I even qualify for membership?
The Right Master holds you in high regard. That is proof enough of your worthiness. The Psijic Order requires practical wisdom, outside perspective. Unless I miss my guess, you can provide both. You would be a worthy addition to our ranks.
Thank you. What do I need to do?
Eager to begin? Good. Eagerness is just what we need. Your first lesson begins now. The Order has detected a number of irregularities on Tamriel. Small breaches in the fabric of time. I would like you to seal them for me.
I love how casually just throws it out. It's just a rip in the fabric of space and time. No big deal. Alright, I'll seal these breaches. How should I proceed?
The first cluster of time breaches appeared on the Isle of Summerset. You should start there. Go speak with my apprentice, Josaja, in the Athenaeum. She will provide the tools you need. A map, Psijic seals, and the Augur of the Obscure.
What does it take to become a Psijic?
A noble heart and a solemn commitment to the good. Achieving membership in the Psijic Order is a serious and lasting endeavor. You must be prudent, but fearless. Withdrawn, but compassionate. It is not something to be taken lightly.
Why are you looking for new members? I thought you were a reclusive group.
Too reclusive, I fear. The truth is that we have grown old, Caraval. A mixed blessing, I suppose. Long years of seclusion have allowed us to study and learn, but always at the cost of our relationship with the outside world. We need youth, vigor.
What are the benefits of membership?
As your knowledge of the old ways grows, so too will the rewards. For instance, we are prepared to teach you new and powerful spells. As in all things, the best teacher is experience. This matter of the time breaches will act as your exam.
Any words of wisdom before I set out?
Only this. Purge yourself of selfish intent. Membership in the Psijic Order will bring you both prestige and power, but such honors often lead to Wegnithir, the bad change. What you do in the Order's name, you do for others, never yourself.
That's a lot of words. I don't know a lot of those words that you're probably making up and throwing at me, but sure. Ognithir? Fair enough, so this map you mentioned will show me where the time breaches are located?
The map will show you the approximate location of each time breach. I apologize. Our visions, while powerful, are not always specific. Make your way to each X on the map, then use the Augur of the Obscure to discover the anomaly's exact location.
How does this augur work exactly?
These time breaches are not visible to mortal eyes. The Augur, however, perceives time and space very differently. Gazing through it will allow you to peer through the veil, to see things both visible and invisible. Things like these breaches.
I never knew that. I didn't even realize you look through the augur. That's kind of awkward. Once I find the breach, I use these Psijic seals to close it?
Precisely. Think of them like bandages, I suppose, or tourniquets. The chrononymics they contain will stabilize the rifts and harden the walls of time around them, rendering the breaches harmless. They are quite easy to use, I promise.
What is your role here in the Psijic Order, Kelleris?
I serve as the chief law master here on Artaeum, a grand title for a modest pursuit, truth be told. I protect and maintain our various libraries and archives, safeguard the details of our Order's history, that sort of thing.
How many libraries and archives do you have here?
863 at last count, not including the Right Master's personal collection, of course. Don't trouble yourself looking for them. Many of them exist in quasi-planes and hermetic mind spheres. It helps keep things tidy.
You think maintaining 863 libraries is a modest pursuit?
Comparatively, yes. Many of my peers spend their days examining the nature of reconstituted souls and studying Etata dream residue. Still, I love my work. It also affords me the opportunity to spend time with our initiates.
So you're a teacher?
Of sorts. I educate students on the importance of compassion, discipline, objectivity, and the like. Our order's chief virtues. It can be very rewarding, provided the students take such lessons to heart. I am confident you will be such a student.
Okay, let's go talk to Josaja. I can never remember how to pronounce her name, even though he just told me. Well, she's not even on a different floor. She's just in this hallway. Do you have the auger? I need them. I love the floating books. The floating everything. It's such a cool thing. Oh, that was you? No, that was you. One of you sneezed.
Yes, can I help you?
Your master sent me. He told me to collect a map, some Psijic seals, and the Augur of the Obscure.
Right. You're the Order's new initiate. I didn't expect you so soon. Things here on Artaeum are normally, you know, snailish. I transcribed our seer's visions onto the map there, and collected these Psijic seals. The Augur, however...
Do you have it?
I don't. Please don't tell the Lore Master. It tricked me into dismissing the binding charms that keep it here, in the Athenaeum. Then it popped like a bubble and vanished. It escaped before, but never on my watch.
Do you have any idea where the Augur went?
Mercifully, yes. I just scryed its location. It looks like it reappeared somewhere on the shores of Waston Coraldale. It didn't take long for some sea elves to scoop it up and squirrel it away. You'll have to steal it back. I am sorry, truly.
Alright, I'll go there and recover it.
I'm indebted. You'll definitely need the Augur on your quest. Without it, you'll never find those time breaches.
What exactly is this Augur of the Obscure anyway?
The Lore Master didn't tell you? Alright. How to explain it? The Augur is a skull. Sort of. It's really a crystalline entity that resembles a skull. Some think it's from the head of an ancient mage, but I don't believe that for a minute.
Why not?
It's hard to say. Once you have a few conversations with it, you'll see what I mean.
Wait, the skull talks?
Yes, incessantly. I think that's why Lore Master Kellerus made me its caretaker. No one else wants to listen to it. You should know that it lies constantly, unless you ask it a direct question. If you do that, it's compelled to always tell the truth.
Good to know. Now, you're sure it will show me these time breaches?
It will. Stirring up the Augur's power will give you a second sight. The skull sees time differently. Well, it sees practically everything differently, but time most of all. I think it's fascinating. I just wish the little bugger wasn't so sneaky.
I'll be careful. What can you tell me about these Psijic seals?
The seals are one of the Order's oldest tools. They act as a sort of anchor, shoring up any wayward spirits or forces in a given place. When Nirn was still young, the veil was much looser, more unpredictable, you know? So the Aldmer made these.
Is there a trick to using them?
None at all. We've been refining them for thousands of years, remember? Just take one in your hand when you reach a tear, and the seal will do the rest.
So you're Kellerus's, that's an unnecessary S, apprentice?
I am. You look surprised.
I just haven't seen many non-elves here.
Right, of course. It's not racial bias. The Psijic Order doesn't have any axes to grind. It's just a matter of circumstance. Psijic study is an Aldmeri tradition, for one thing. High Elves also live a long time and have more natural aptitude.
How did you wind up here on Artaeum?
It's a long story. I was the heiress to a crown magnifica. Our house was prosperous, well respected. When Kellerus offered to take me to Artaeum, I cast off my duties immediately and left the family's fortunes in the hands of my brother.
And?
He drove our family into shame and poverty. Pretty much immediately. I try not to think about it. Let's change the subject, all right? You have lots to do and very little time to do it.
Okay. I forget, oh, I need the map. Bloop. Oh yeah, I got a new skin for Mr. Miserable. It's the Blood Fiend, I think is what it's called. He has crazy eyes now. If he'll ever look up. Dude, look up. Stop writing that book and look up. Please? There he is. Oh yeah, I was gonna check Sijic. Wait, did I actually get the skill line yet? I did not. I guess I have to do this first and then I get the skill line. I forget though if it's... I'm just trying to remember if is it 9 or 10 quests? Because I know there's this one, which is you get the auger and you learn how to do all the stuff. And then it goes... Every other quest I remember is you have to go to some place in the world and fix some rifts. And then the quests between those are more plot driven. But I cannot remember how the order goes. Okay, so we're going to Summerset. And... Oh, he's in the Delve. Oh, he's in the Delve. Oh, that place sucks. Oh, it's loading. I can look up. Let's see. So, let's go to Google. Why do I have 15 emails from YouTube? That's not good. Sijic order, I guess. Let's go to the unofficial... no, I don't want the lore. I want the online page. There are... It says 10 points. But you must start with one for beating this. So there would be 9 quests after. Or maybe beating this gets you to level 2 even though you unlock it. I don't know. Actually, no, I'm not going to help you find your father. Oops. Tap the mic. Wait, there's usually a list of... Oh, here we go. Story quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there are 10. Wait. I'll have to check that again because it looks a little funky. Oh crap! I can have. It's so weird to see them without the coral on top. Because basically, aren't they just a giant fiddler crab at that point? One big chunky claw and one little itty bitty one. Sea viper, salamander. Man, he's really far in here. He'll never catch me. Ah, that would sound funnier if my throat wasn't clogged up like that. He'll never catch me. Seriously though, where are you? Oh, you're all the way over there. Why are you all the way over there? I should stop running for a little bit. Just... Oh, wait. I always forget a new session to drink my drink. Again, stop running. Oh, someone just killed the boss here. It does raise the question, though. Why did the Maomer have a Wamasu? I thought those were something from more Argonian flavored regions. But I guess it's an amphibious creature with electricity. It's right up the Maomer's alley.
Seals. Fond of winged snakes and soggy chests. Noted.
Do you need assistance? There you are.
Ah, fleshy, thick-thumbed biped. Hello. You're an elf, right? Or is it a man? I'm sorry. I have some difficulty telling you people apart. You're much less blue than the others. In color, I mean, not disposition. Anyway, what can I do for you?
Your caretaker Josaja sent me. I need your help to find time breaches in Summerset.
Josaja. Wait, you're talking about that jittering mage I tricked into freeing me, right? Oh, she's a delight. I had hoped for a longer holiday. Can only manage a leap like this once a century after all. I will.
If I take you out of that box, will you help me find these time breaches?
I'm actually quite comfortable here, mate. Cozy accommodations, the transliminal tones of the ocean waves.
gangly meat brains to mock, but I guess I should be going. These ills trying to sell me. Can you imagine? I'll help you. On one condition.
What's the
When
condition?
we're done sewing up these chronosymphonic when we're done sewing up these time breaches, you'll let me wander the Mundus in peace. No more dim-witted Sigics peppering me with questions. No more dusty shelves. You have a deal?
I'll discuss it with Lord Master Calaris. No promises.
Right. So, should we get going, or...?
I have a few questions
Of
first.
course you do. Everyone asks questions, and I have all the answers. Fair warning. Be specific. I'm bound to tell the truth, but truth can be a little slippery. You know what I mean?
What are you
I'm
exactly?
a traveler like you. Except, well, nothing like you, to be honest. No offense. I'm what you might call an aspect, eh? Like an idea's shadow. Don't make a face, I'm telling you the truth. Not my fault your language is so crude.
Why are you stuck in a crystal skull?
I'm not in the skull. I am the skull. At least here on Nern. Over in the adjacent place, I'm shaped like a throw pillow. Imagine that. You look confused. It's just a trick of the light, mate. The skull's what you might call a manifestation.
A manifestation of...
Of me! This is just sad. Try this. Imagine a soul gem. Got it? Now imagine that the soul in the gem is also the gem itself. Weird, right? Ha! Mime and a head explosion. You can't see it because I haven't got any arms, but it's happening.
You said you're bound to tell the truth?
I am. One of the unfortunate quirks of the Sigic binding ritual that brought me here. I'm free to lie as much as I like, unless you, or anyone else for that matter, ask me a direct question. Cheap trick if you ask me.
The Sigics bound you here?
It did. A bit. I'm certain I could break out if I really put my mind to it. I don't blame them, honestly. If I was in their position, bobbing along like a little lost acorn in an ocean of knowledge, I'd want to trap me too.
Well, you did just escape Arteum.
I guess, but instantaneous translocation's not like a Sundas scroll. The veil here in Mundus is all thick and sticky, you know? Like I said before, I think I'm grounded for the foreseeable future. Oh well.
Why did the Sigics go to the trouble of binding you in the first place? Are you really that smart? Are you done?
I am. I had no idea you were so funny. We're gonna have a really good time, you and I. Yes, in answer to your direct question, I do know a lot, and by a lot, I mean basically everything.
Why are you called the Augur of the Obscure?
Well, an augur of the obvious wouldn't be very useful, would it? For what it's worth, I lobbied for something way more impressive. The resplendent skull of hexagonal wonders! It was forcefully vetoed. No can for taste, I guess.
Those are just titles, though. Do you have a real name?
Of course I do. Everything has a name. Names give a thing its shape. Birds, snowflakes, tea kettles. You get the idea. I tell you mine, but you'd need about 6 more tongues and a pair of symbols to pronounce it correctly, so let's not bother.
Well, I mean, the symbols aren't a big deal, but the other tongues? Yeah, I've heard enough. Let's get going.
So, where to? I assume you've got a map or something?
Oh, yeah, I forgot. He just, like, echoes in your brain. Oh. Ooh, there's a lot of them.
So, you know where we're going now, right? Good. You take me to a time breach, and I'll help you spot it. Huh. This bag's a bit snug, eh?
Bag, huh? We'll just pretend I have one. Actually, I think I have a customer too that actually has a backpack. Like, I think I got it like a grave robber one or something like that. That I think has a backpack. Oh, you're respawned. Bye. I didn't even remember that we had to seal some breaches in Summerset. Enrique. I thought it was Elric, which is equally possible. See, these ones don't have any coral on them. Oh, that's a juvenile. I didn't even know there was a different identifier. Where's the exit? Oh! I stumbled across a sky shard, at least. No, but seriously, where's the exit? Oh, I ran past the exit? Oops. Ah. No? Where? Oh, here. I'm always surprised when a place like this is even slightly active, because right now I imagine most people are farming stuff in Southern Elsewhere or doing the Southern Elsewhere content in general, because that's the newest DLC, or doing, actually Harrowstorm would be the newest real main piece of DLC. Although you can only play those dungeons so much until they actually start dropping motifs. So it looks like it goes this quest and then a breach. Oh, okay, that's why it's weird. There's 2 breach quests in a row. Alright, it goes 1, 2, 1, 2. Weird. Okay, no, there's a lot more than that. I thought it was every other quest was a breach quest, but there might be more than that. Oh, that's right. I can't actually. Okay, so the first one. There are really 9? Yeah, I guess there are 9. The first one's right in the middle of the bay here. Actually, the first one's further to the south would be easier, wouldn't it? It's right to the right of that little small island, so it's right about there. Someone's taking on the geyser. I don't want to go swimming. Is anyone taking? No, I guess no one's fighting this geyser. That's more like what I was expecting.
Reach nearby. I don't know why you're so intent on sealing them. Linear time is so overrated. Just imagine, you could die before you were even born. Wait, that's horrifying, isn't it? I'm sorry. Never mind.
Okay, now I've got to actually find the thing. I know it's in this area. Oh, okay. When you get close enough, it does get marked. Oops, I aggroed some wolves. Oh yeah, there's a time breach. Wow, what are the odds? Someone else is here doing it. Even wearing a very similar outfit. Wow. Okay, the next one. Looks like it's kind of right in the middle of the bay there. Yeah, okay. That shouldn't be too bad. This'll be nice though. Revisit areas long past. Well, Summerset not counting. We literally just did this one. But you go to a lot of the major areas from the 3 alliances and Craglorn. I don't think you have to go to Cyrodiil, thankfully. I don't think you need to go to Cold Harbor either. I would bet they don't, unless I'm remembering wrong, but I would bet that Cyrodiil's off the table because it's a PvP zone and they have enough sense to not make you go through that. And Cold Harbor because it's... I want to say it and Artam are the only zones you can't immediately go to if you wanted. Like, you couldn't walk there. Cold Harbor requires you progressing the plot enough, and Artam also requires you.
Oh, you're going to love this one. I'm seeing a tiny island surrounded by... It's either water or cats. Difficult to say. Let's hope it's the cats, eh?
Tiny island, you say? Whee! Man, that would be very interesting to see things completely from the augur's perspective. To mistake water for cats? What kind of metaphysical nonsense? Right, now one of these tiny little islands, I would imagine. Oh, there it is. Alright. Not so bad. The thing is, people always describe the Sijic questline as a real grind. And from what I remember about it when I did it the first time, it wasn't bad at all. It's just, yeah, there's a lot of travel involved. But it's really not difficult at all. Or even that time consuming. And it's not like the map is hard to read, it's usually pretty close. I don't know. And I don't think they get... I don't think is it always 9? I thought it was like 3 and sometimes. Where's that happening? I'm missing it again. Where are you? This is the same place that happened last time, isn't it? I would think it's somewhere on the main path here, but... I guess not. Damn. Mr. Miserable just isn't meant to see that interaction. There's a lot of Indrik out here.
You know, coral's just weird sack animal bones, right? So this is a bit like a cemetery, I guess. Ugh. You do not want to know what their ghosts look like. Old cheese. I'll leave it at that.
Old cheese, you say? And the nice thing is, at least, there is some very amusing dialogue from the augur during all this. So the other ones are all on the other side of the island, right? Did I even have anything... Wait, where is it? It's like in the middle of that? Oh, that might be a little annoying to get to. It's like here. Is this Kill... No, this isn't Kill Splitter's Nest. It's like over there. Yeah. Not Kill Splitter. Weird world boss. Off the top of my head is one of the only ones, if not the only one, that has like a weird secondary achievement associated with it besides just kill the thing. It's like kill the thing without stepping on a snake? Oh, the Stadman. I didn't realize we were here. Let's go there. It'll be easier, I think.
Are you trying to marinate before the giant salamander roasts you?
What is happening? Oh, that's another little dialogue exchange that can happen, but that one's not as interesting. Hey, griffins! That'd be kind of a cool thing if they could... if they could figure out how to rig up a griffin so you can make it a mount. Although then it raises the question as to why it doesn't fly. Although if they were really, really devoted to making new animations, they can make it so when you... when you sprint with it...
Spooky cliff-top estate. What a fine place for a breach. All sorts of ghastly things happened here. I can tell you that. I'd shudder if I had shoulders. I'm kidding, of course. Mortal fear is hilarious.
Okay, can I do this one? I think you need to have a quest active to do this one. Maybe I can get inside the Durrani Acropolis. Maybe... Oh,
did you hear that
I guess I don't.
Again? Oh,
Let's see, is it actually here? Or is it like below it? Oh no, it's here. a lot of dead things in the Acropolis. Which is weird, because you would think you'd have all the dead things in a necropolis. Isn't Acropolis just a fancy word for saying it's built on a hill? Isn't that what an Acropolis is? Oh, wow. I didn't realize the atmosphere changes when you're here. Okay, where's the next one? It is right at the mouth of that bay. It's right about... Nope. There. Oh, hey, I'll be able to see Sigic's rifts, portals, whatever you want to call them, after I do this quest. That'll be nice. So they've slowly, with the introduction, at least since Summerset, they added the Sigic stuff and jewelry crafting as two separate skill lines. And those... They did add two skill lines. That's right, they did add two skill lines for... Huh. And those two modified harvesting nodes in the world. Because now blacksmith nodes share their locations with jewelry crafting nodes.
Ah, there's a breach here. Said he's a bit gaudy, eh? At least by mortal standards. Where I come from, this would be a little more than a prevy. I'm kidding, of course. Ellen Keys, where I come from.
Where do you come from? What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so now blacksmithing stuff is shared with jewelry crafting stuff. Did I miss it somehow? Is it not here? Oops. And when you have the Sigic stuff going, which I seem... Oh, it only lasts a little bit, that's why. When you have the Sigic stuff going, it shares its nodes with rune. Or, I guess that would be considered enchanting stuff. So that may... Are you fishing? Oh, that's pretty cool. That raises the question of when they introduced the artificing, whatever it's called. Is it artificing? I can never even... Reliquaries? I don't remember what it's called. The skill line thing they're introducing with Greymoor. Will that have any kind of collectible harvestables or whatever? And what will they share nodes with? Because that would leave woodworking... As far as nodes go, it would leave woodworking, alchemical, and clothing? Clothier? However you want to say it. Nodes. I really want to know more about antiquity. That's what it is. Antiquities. That's what it's called. I want to know more about that in general. I want to know more about Greymoor in general.
More ruins. You know, every stone tells a story. I mean that literally, by the way. That wall over there won't shut up about how much it hates rain. Let's find this bridge and get out of here, eh?
I mean, the chapter drops and it's almost the end of March now. Or it pretty much is the end of March. April and May will go by, and then June will roll around, and DLC's out. I'm surprised they haven't even announced any of the PTS testing stuff yet. Okay, next one. Oh, that last one's a pain in the ass to get. Oh wait, no, it's not. Where are you? You are in the middle of the zoo. Why are you in the middle of the zoo? No, Griffin Nest. Oh, Direwolf. What's this place called again? No, not the Garden of the Sacred Numbers. That's the one I'm thinking of. What's the zoo has a name?
This breach is in a zoo. Wow. You know, I'm endlessly fascinated by animals. A bit like walking plants, eh? Except with more, you know, fluids. What a word that is.
Oh, Silverwood. That's what this is. Alright, where are you? You're in the middle of an enclosure. Okay, then. Whose enclosure even was this? Alright, the next one is on the island. Right there. Can I get out of the enclosure easily enough? Yes, I can. Can I get out of the zoo easily enough? No, I can't. Yes, I can. It's a cool little side quest there. The zoo itself is pretty cool because it is a whole bunch of just like animals you would never find on Summerset. Speaking of that, actually, now that my brain's on the topic, wasn't like there's a whole thing Welwa are originally from.
A breach near the sea. Ah, I do love the ocean. It's a shame you can only see it in 3 dimensions. All the quasitones and endless number forms. Actually, I take it back. Your meat brain would explode if you saw this.
Every time he talks, I completely is derailed. Oh yeah, Welwa. Apparently Welwa are originally from Summerset, and they were driven to extinction here. And then I guess there were other varieties of the species, but the Summerset ones, anyways, were completely driven to extinction because they were considered pests. I forget the exact thing behind it. And then someone was like, well, that's not right. Let's take the ones from Craglorn and reintroduce them here. And, like, immediately they spread like vermin. And, well, people don't like that. That's why there are Welwa here. They are technically native to Summerset, but not these Welwa. These are a replacement for the ones that are gone. Actually, that one's just a little bit, so it looks like right there. Nope, less there. I suppose I can get back up this cliff, can I? Nope, probably not.
Well, someone had to kill her. The raider didn't just...
Wow, they are really arguing. I can hear them all the way from here. Into the water. The weather is taking a turn. Yeah, see, this is already... I mean, granted, this is the introductory stuff, so it's a little bit longer, but this quest is already 39 minutes that I've been recording. So I don't think doing all the Sijic stuff in one episode is feasible. It'll have to be in divided up episodes, I think. But again, if it's breaches and stuff, I don't know. This is the last one though, so this should be fine. If I can average 2 quests per episode, that would be perfect. It'll be 5, which I think is... I think I did 2... I did a Fighters Guild and a Mages Guild. No, I did them separately, didn't I?
Oh, I hear a breach nearby. You can't, can you? Count yourself lucky. Sounds like a swarm of bees bouncing around in a tin bucket full of sleigh bells. It's sort of like that racket bards make.
You mean singing? Well, at least for ending near a way shrine. Oh, wisps. Why are there wisps? Did I really aggro that wisp? Come now. Okay, I'm gonna say there's no need for that. Caloris. So I think, yeah, we'll go turn this in, then we'll be sent off to seal more breaches, and then I think it goes story, breach, story, breach, story, breach, story. Maybe even less story than that. It does there are some interesting things involved with this quest line, though. Not just fixing time wounds. Which, actually, come to think of it, time wounds are dragon specialties. They can do that. Alduin definitely made a time wound or two, and so did, what the hell's, it's one of the dragons, the lead dragon in the Sunspire trial. What the hell? It was... Locestis is the ice dragon. Yolnakrin is the fire dragon. What was the name of the gold dragon? I can't remember his name. He was the least interesting of the three. Yolnakrin, Locestis, and... Oh, Navintus, that's the name. Yeah, Navintus makes a time wound and then makes it worse. Oh, no, wait, he doesn't make the time wound. He just makes the wound worse. That's right. No, he actually walks around. Rare for a NPC that gives you plot.
Welcome back, initiate.
What?
Welcome back, initiate. Welcome back, initiate.
Look at his hands.
Welcome back, initiate. Welcome back, initiate. Welcome
Okay.
back, initiate. Have you done as I asked? Are the time breaches on Summerset Isle truly sealed?
Yep.
Well done. Well done indeed. You already seem well versed in the cardinal virtues of our order. Altruism, foresight, precision in both thought and action. You will be a true asset to the order. Of that I am certain.
Thank you, Lore Master. What's next?
Speak with Josarja. She will want to know that the auger is safe, no doubt. Yes, I know all about its sudden disappearance. You did well in recovering it. I bade her give you something.
Bad.
Your first step on the path. She awaits you in the Athenaeum.
The what? Thank you. I'll go speak with Josarja. The Athenaeum? That's clearly something derived from Athena, which isn't a thing. Hello, person that we never speak to. I mean, I guess there are other Psijics around here, just you never talk to them. Is there anyone else in this room? Oh yeah, look at that, there are. Crazy stuff. Who...
Seta, what are you thinking?
Everyone walks around here.
Thank goodness you're back. I hope the auger didn't give you too much trouble. I know it can be a handful. Now, the Lore Master asked me to give you something. The first of many gifts.
What is it?
The most valuable gift. Knowledge. Please, use it carefully. When I learned my first spell, I accidentally banished a toad to the far ends of time. At least I think I did. It hasn't come back yet. Congratulations. You've earned it. And my thanks. First-rate work in Summerset. Really, first-rate. Unfortunately, we have another problem. Are you ready to set out again?
Yeah, what's the problem?
Our seers detected more of these time breaches. This time in the Iliac Bay region, my homeland. The Lore Master and I will keep searching for the cause of the disturbances. In the meantime, we need you to seal them.
Alright, should I use the same gear as last time?
Yes. take this map of the region, more Psijic seals, and the auger. I hope the breaches haven't grown more powerful. Stay safe, and just make sure Alakir weathers this, all right? I know, I shouldn't... I have to stay detached. Oh, never mind.
Don't worry, I'll seal those time breaches.
May the old way guide your steps. The lore master was very impressed by your work in Summerset. He's a hard mer to know, but he's always been generous with his praise. I just wish I could be a better student.
You think you're a poor student?
Well, not in the traditional sense, but don't get me wrong. I'm a very proficient mage. That's what caught the lore master's eye when he found me in the Alakir. I just struggle with some of the deeper lessons. The philosophy.
What lessons are you talking about?
The Psijic Order isn't just a collection of wizards. It's a world view, you know? A state of mind. It's not enough to be a talented mage. You have to learn to see things in a different way. To cultivate a detached and virtuous perspective.
You haven't done that?
Some days I think I'm making progress. Then other days, days like today, I see how far I have to go. A true Psijic would see all people and regions as equals. But for me, part of me never left the Alakir. My heart's still in the desert.
So you're more troubled by this happening in your homeland?
Yes. I would never admit it to the lore master. But yes, I'm sorry. I don't mean to bother you with this. You're just starting out after all. Just forget I said anything. Be safe.
Alright, what are we looking at for this one? Oh, I guess it is always 9. Oh, it's like... That's right, it's the entire... It stretches across multiple places in the Covenant. That's right. How do I leave? So it's Alakir, it looked like Lenumbra and maybe Rivenspire. It would make sense if it's 3, 3, and 3. Let's take a look again. Actually, that's Stormhaven, isn't it? That's Glenumbra, Stormhaven, and Alakir. So Bankarai and Rivenspire out of the picture. Okay, so the first one is the very southern... Let's just do them in order. We'll do Glenumbra first. It was like way down here-ish. Oh, Glenumbra. It certainly has been a while. You see, this also... This almost reinforces my idea that it seems the canon way to start this game is with the Daggerfall Covenant. Because this would be the first place you start, and then this is the first place you start for this quest line. Oh, the load times are fantastic. Crazy stuff. Okay, where was it? That's not what I want. It's right before... It's like over here, kind of. Wait, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, it's over there. Oh, right, I have the skill now. Psijic! I can't use any of these yet. Oh, I really would use a lot of them. Those are great for... A lot of those skills are fantastic for PvP and, like, trial. Trial goers, I guess you would say. But for your...
Well, this is picturesque, eh? Aside from all the imps and such. Did you know that imps have belly buttons? Please, don't ask me why.
I mean, live birth makes me... Wow, I found it without even using him. Alright, where is the next one? It is... That almost looks like it's at the tree. It's right where there's a little island with a butt. So it's like... Here-ish? How far away from the butt? Oh, a little bit more northeast. So, like... Maybe it is at the tree, actually. Who's painting here? See, like, in theory, this shouldn't take too long, because I'm sure subconsciously I have some idea of where these were from the first time I did it, which, I mean, at this point, it's almost 2 years? A little less, really, because I didn't immediately do this quest line. Actually, that's right, I put off the Siege quest line for a long time, I think, the first time I played this game. Because I started with Morrowind, and then I think I went to Summerset immediately after because it came out. And then I think I didn't do Siege because I found out you had to do, like, actually it might be in the tree. I found out you'll be going to, like, all the other Alliance stuff, which I hadn't tackled yet. So I think I did put it off.
Another breach near that tree, I think. Fun fact, all deciduous trees love accordion music. Just more proof that all trees are idiots.
Do accordions exist in the Elder Scrolls universe? I guess they must. It's kind of clever because with a lot of his... Why am I not there? Okay. With a lot of his dialogue, he also kind of hints to, like, a more specific location. Like, he said, oh, it's next to the tree. Or, oh, it's next to all the imps. Speaking of which, where's the next one? Basically southeast from the big graveyard. Wait, is it like here? Yeah, see, I guess it really doesn't take too long to do the breach stuff. Oh, there was an even closer way shrine. Why are they so clustered up there? Seriously though, why is the load time being better than... Oh wait, well, since I haven't really left the area, that makes sense because that's what they said would happen, is that it keeps the area more loaded in memory, so traveling through the area shouldn't be that big of a deal. But at the same time... Oops, I don't want to be here. Even just the first time I loaded into Glenumbra was very quickly.
Ugh, zombies. You ever try to talk to a zombie? They won't let you get a word in edgewise. Just groan this and moan that. Ugh, it's fun to screech and leave, eh?
Can you shove off, please? Thank you. Excuse me? They give me one last little zap. Okay, so it looks like it's... There's a main road. Looks like it's over there. I was a little off. Actually, I might still be off. It looks like this is not correct. Wait a minute. Oh, because I was reading the map wrong. It's really more here-ish. Come on, Augur, show me where it is. Yep. Ah. Okay, easy enough. There's an away shrine right up here.
We cannot resist much longer.
You'll be fine, Sir Marley Oris. I don't even remember what you're about. Okay, so the next one is in Stormhaven. Oh, it's on a little island. Okay, that's easy. Stormhaven. It is there, kind of. That's just a pain in the ass to get to, though. Alright, this will be a good test, because Stormhaven is a very busy zone. Let's see how the load is for this one. Shazam. Come on. Load for me. Okay. Not too bad. Actually, I would argue that was faster than normal. I guess it's also, it's not just it's being better, it is, uh-oh. I hate that. That's one thing that desperately needs to be fixed, is having the enemies not be there and then they are there.
Another breach by the sea. Shep's seen better days, eh? It's like I always say, the only thing you should make out of wood is nothing. Wood is ridiculous.
Well, at least I know it's next to the ship. Oh my god, there's so many guys here. Ember eyes, huh? Well, these are the same ones that were troubling that town. Excuse me. A long time ago. Actually, the town is straight north of here. This town, or village, Coglin Village. You mentioned the ship, so it must be. Is it not here? It is. Actually, it looks like it's back over there. Oh, I went right past it. Oh, that's the ship that's seen better days. That makes more sense. Where am I going? What are my feet doing is more the question. Alright, the next one is kind of generic-y. Where it is. Oh my god, that's really generic of a... I don't even know what I'm looking... Okay, so this is a defined shape. So there's one in the river channel, and there's one... So there's one here, and then there's one over here-ish? Maybe? Honestly, it'll be faster probably to head to Hammer Death and... Actually, no, it won't. No, let's not do that. Because then we'll have to reload reload Stormhaven, and that'll probably be slow, and I think it's just better off going like this.
Praise the aid.
Well, still, there's no fast way shrine. I wonder if the antiquity system is going to be kind of like this, but it's also going to incorporate DLC zones. Because the implication they gave is that you will be going out and finding these things. I wonder if we'll like have to go back to Murkmire and dig in the swamp or something. Just show us anything.
Reach here, mate. Say, I was thinking, maybe we should get something for Jasaja to cheer her up. I'm thinking meat of some variety. You meat brains like meat, right?
Actually, was I already close to the breach over there? I still got this. Let's see. It's actually a little bit more north. Here? There's a lot of scamps here. See? That's the thing. Oh, there it is. That's the thing I said about scamps. They have a weird detection range that doesn't seem to be affected by the perk. Okay, the last one, I don't need to look again. It was like over here. Hey. I know we do Psijic seals, but don't we also collect fragments of a specific staff for this one? A very important staff? Where even am I? I'm over here. Are we not close enough for it to... There.
Seeing a breach by our waterfall. Or maybe a flight of very wet stairs? Stairs are a bit silly, eh? Why not just flip gravity and fall up?
Yeah, why not just do that? This looks like it's at the top of the waterfall. Oh. Oh, top. The full waterfall. This would be a good way to get some sky shards. Oh, look at that! I've been seeing all the neat things there are to see in Stormhaven. How neat. Alright, that just leaves Alec here. Oh, I didn't even realize there were hostile NPCs here. Whoops. Once again, they hadn't loaded. Or had not loaded. Don't jump the gate! No, I'm not. Actually, isn't there like a hole in that gate? I didn't need to do that. Yeah, there's one right there. God, I've really got something lodged in my throat. Ugh. Oh, those are really even less specific than before. Okay. Looks like there's one kind of here-ish. Let's see. There's the windy path from the city. It goes south. Yeah, I guess here's as good a spot as any. Why is that map so poorly drawn? It doesn't match at all. Another busy. Actually, I would argue this is the busiest of all the base game zones, given the dolmen farming. Let's see how it loads. No, we're not close enough. Alright, we'll use the edge of the water. So Sentinel's up there, and it's straight south from Sentinel's. Weird. It almost looks like I should be on top of it. So, like, straight from here... Like, looks like it's almost supposed to be over there-ish. No. Maybe it's more in the mountains?
This is truly a sign from Rutka.
Again. Why does this one suck? Let's go this way, and then... There we go.
You're doing that thing where water squirts out of your skin, aren't you? Sweating, eh? Ugh. You people think I'm weird. Let's find this breach and cool off.
Oh, Stibbins is here. I'll be back for you later, Stibbins. I promise, maybe. Where'd he go? There it is. Oh, I even got some beetle scuttle out of it. Okay, the next one is... Well, that one actually looks like it might be accurate. Kind of. Yeah, that looks pretty close. Hey, how safe is it to slowly fall down this cliff? Pretty safe. I didn't even take damage. I'm pretty impressed. It's loading pretty well. I wonder if there's ever been a point in Alakira's modern history that like all three of the dolmens have been active because no one's attacking them.
There's a breach nearby. Say, did you know there are 6.5 quadrillion grains of sand in the Alakir? Oh, come on! Don't act like you're not impressed.
I would figure more than that, honestly. Although, a quadrillion is 1,000... No. Yeah, 1,000 trillions. I guess that is a lot. Where is this breach, my good man? My good skull? My good... other dimensional entity? Yeah, why are the ones here in Alakir so, like, bad? Almost looks like it's over here. But I can't go there, can I? Can I? No, I can't. What? Okay, we definitely left the range of it, so that's not correct. To be somewhere in this area. Where the hell is it? There it is. Okay, one left. And it is also kind of nondescript. Where is that? Like there, kind of. I guess a lot of these breaches are kind of near landmarks. That makes sense. Six and a half quadrillion. A lot. Because there's like there's some good analogies if you ever need a scope or a sense of scale. Wow, that was a fast load time. I've got...
Ah, look, Yokuden ruins. You know, the Yokudens could make magic idea swords using nothing but their brains. Bit of a waste, that. I'd have made a very comfortable chair.
I'm so used to kind of filling the dead air between loading. And now that I don't have to, it's kind of like throwing me off. Wow, this one I almost like nailed perfectly. Boom. Beautiful. And that only took about 20 minutes. Maybe a little less. Yeah, so I'm guessing... Yeah, because otherwise if I did 10 quests at this average length, it'd be a 5-hour video. I don't think that's a good idea at all. Have I done a 5-hour video? I don't think so. I've done... The longest videos I think I've done at this point are... I want to say it's the 2 Connor videos I've made. Have anything longer than that? I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have anything that breaks 3 hours. Oh my god! If I tried to edit a 3-hour video, or forget even the editing part, the processing. Once I'm done editing and setting it to process. Oh my god, that would take like pretty much double the time. It would take 5 or 6 hours to process that, and I have to pray that my computer doesn't have a hiccup and just screw up the rendering, because that happens sometimes. Wow, look! Perfect opportunity. Sigic portal. I got pants. So Sigic portals give you everything the rune would have given you that normally would be there, plus a bonus item or 2, and sometimes even some bonus rune pieces. So it's a complete win versus like jewelry stuff, which it'll give you jewelry grains or whatever you call it, dust, instead of the blacksmith stuff, and vice versa. But they do overlap a little. Like sometimes, I think sometimes you'll do a jewelry one and you'll get one like rubidite piece. Actually, no, I don't think it works that way. I think only with rubidite you'll sometimes get like a piece of platinum. That's it. Man, if these paintings, you can find them. That I mentioned it once before. You can find them if you're extremely lucky and with a chest somewhere in Summerset or anywhere in Summerset. And just for curiosity's sake, I looked them up in some of the guild vendors. You can get, some people sell them for like 3 to 500k.
I hope the auger didn't give you too much trouble.
Not too bad considering the rarity.
So, was your journey a success? Is Alakir safe?
Yep.
Well, that's a relief. For now, at least. I'm afraid the situation has grown more complicated. But we can discuss that later. For now, you've done the Order proud. You're clearly ready to take your next steps. Use this wisely.
Okay.
Are you prepared for your next task? I'm afraid we need to quicken the pace. Oh, was that too pushy? Sorry. I'm just a bit anxious, you know?
I'm prepared. What do I need to do?
Our seers detected a new cluster of breaches in the lands of Morrowind and Skyrim. The elder members of the Order don't want to admit it, but I'm afraid these distortions are growing stronger. But there's good news. We think we found the cause.
We?
The Lore Master and I. While you made your way across Alakir, we reached out with projections, looking for objects of power. We found one. The Staff of Towers. The Lore Master's confident we can find it. You should speak with him when you return.
Alright, I'll go close some breaches.
Thank you, Initiate. I honestly don't know what we'd do without your help. I keep telling the Lore Master I can assist you. I mean, I did spend my entire childhood on the continent after all. I suppose he knows best.
You mentioned the Staff of Towers?
Yes, the actual staff created by the Archmage Innumeral in the First Era. If we're right, this could be the greatest arcane discovery in millennia. According to the Sigic histories, the staff could bend and shape time itself.
And you think that's what's stirring up these time breaches?
We can't say for certain, yet. I should warn you, the Lore Master finds this all very troubling. Magical artifacts always present a destabilizing influence. You know by now that a lack of stability does not sit well with our Order.
You're not concerned about it?
I'm very concerned. An artifact left out in the wild for any hedge mage to find. Results could be disastrous. It should be here on Artaeum. I need to get back to our research. We should have more answers when you return.
Okay. Alright, well, hey, we're 2 quests into the Sijic Order. Mellow. So, yeah, figure we average 2 quests an episode. Shouldn't be that bad. And then we do Murkmire, and then we do Elsewhere, and then we do 1 side quest in Elsewhere, and then we do Dragonhold. And then there's the plot after Dragonhold, which is a matter of how many episodes to do that. Oh, there's also prologues to be done between all that. Speaking of that, since I was talking about Greymore, when is the Greymore prologue coming out? It should be soon, no? I don't know. Either way, thanks for joining me. Come back, I'll have the next stuff up real soon, but until then, bye.